Clowns. Either you like them, or you hate them. There is no middle road. Very often the first meeting makes us, or breaks us. Do you remember your first time? Your first meeting with a clown? Did he make you laugh? Or did he make you scared?
The first story is about a family who moved into a large house, with a large number of rooms. A few days later, the couple's two young boys began to complain about a clown who came into their room at night, but the father did not take it seriously. When a young girl came to babysit the children, while their parents were out, she went to the basement to watch TV after the children fell asleep. She became uncomfortable due to the clown statue near the door, and called the parents to ask if she could watch TV in the living room upstairs. Surprisingly enough, the father just instructed her to get the kids, and leave the house immediately, and wait with the neighbors. From the voice of the father, she understood he was serious, and gathered the two boys, and together they ran over to the neighbor. Not long after, they watched patrol cars drive up to the house, and several officers running inside. The officers did a thorough check of the house, but they could find nothing unusual, or what they were looking for. Later, the girl learned that the family never actually had a clown statue in the home at all. The last story takes place a few years after the first. The clown was never found, so the parents started to question the girl's honesty. Maybe she was just doing a prank? Maybe it was even the boy's idea? So she was never asked to watch their boys again. In fact, their parents forbid them to see her, believing she was not to be trusted. It was easier for them to just blame the girl. But what the parents didn't understand was that they had a bond. Something that drew them together. Even if no one else believed in them, they knew. They had all seen him. The clown. In the beginning, the boys was scared to walk far away from their home. But they wanted to see the girl, talk to her about what had happened, since they had no one else to talk to. So they started to meet the girl after school, and soon also after dinner, and in the evenings. They met in the forest nearby, so their parents couldn't see them together. When they met, they liked to walk around and look at the plants, the birds, or just chill under the trees. Still, their conversations were mostly about that evening, and the clown. They also talked about his visits at night, and how nobody had believed in them. Not even the cops. The girl first felt pity for the boys, but it didn't take long before a friendship started to grow. Eventually they hung out every day, because of their special bond. And so here they are, on this fateful day, where it all started so great. It was warm, and the sun was flickering in between the trees. The kids were doing what they normally did. Just strolling around the forest, minding their own business. They soon came upon an old abandoned house. It would probably look pretty spooky to you and me. But to these kids, it looked like an adventure they just had to check out. And so they did. They could not help themselves. It was abandoned and in decay, old and scary. So pretty much everything you could ever want from a house. If the clown didn't catch them, they are probably still running.